Hello everybody, it's Grayscale's Runky friend and Willie, and he doesn't feel like recording currently, so I will for him. Let me just real quickly get rid of the just ignore this right now. So basically, if you're having trouble with the keyframes, this video is here to help you figure out how they work. Okay, so basically, say you want to animate like a block moving in a level or something. But move triggers are just a bit too finicky for you, and you don't want to use them, or you want to do something really complex that would just take forever to do with move triggers. You can do that with keyframes. Okay, so the first thing you need to know, in order to activate them, you need to use this rotated square rhombus diamond looking thing. And in here, there's 3 options on the first page. Parent ID, I don't know what that does. But animation group and target ID, I know exactly what that does. Animation group is the group ID of the, I guess you would call them like animation nodes or keyframe nodes that are doing the animation themselves. So whatever animation group ID you have in there, that's how you activate the actual animation. You give the keyframe nodes a certain group and then set the animation group ID to that in this trigger. The next thing here is target ID. Target ID is the ID of the object being animated. So I already have these groups preset. So say you set the target ID to 2 and set it to touch trigger. Now, if you put this on top of a keyframe node, if you have more than one and they're connected, and those keyframe nodes are connected, this block will now move along the keyframe node's path. But how do you make connected keyframe nodes? Well, it's simple. Once you have the group here, what you do is just copy and paste it as many times as you want to get the exact animation you want. So if you put that there and then activate it, it'll do that because you told it to do that. So yeah, that's the basics. Now that we got that done, I will now talk about some of the options with the nodes themselves here. First thing, say you want it to go back to the start at the end, so you can, and like, I don't know, you need it to go back to the start or something. So if you want it to go back to the start at the end of the animation, you just hit this close loop button. So now, when you do that, it goes back to the start, instead of just stopping here. which could definitely be useful in some cases. The next thing I will mention is the ability to make the keyframes curve. So here's something that it seems to be a bit of a misconception for some people. If the keyframe doesn't work, if the curve doesn't work when you select two keyframes and set them to curve, there's a simple reason for that. You only have two nodes. You need at least 3 nodes for it to actually curve. Because with 2, I think it doesn't have enough of data to calculate the curve. But when you need 3 nodes for a curve. But yeah, so if you select the nodes you want, if you select those 3 nodes and then hit this curve option here, of course it can be more than 3 nodes as well. But yeah, if you say you want an animation like this to be a bit more smooth and curved, you set it to that and boom, it's curved. So now, when you go here, what? Sorry about that. I did not mean for that to happen. Yeah, but yeah. As you see, now it's more curved. It might be better shown. The curve might be a bit better shown if I... Yeah, something like that. Yeah, as you can see, now it curves. Because you selected the curve option. Yeah, obviously. So yeah. That can also be pretty useful. But anyways, easing is pretty much the same thing as, well, I actually don't know exactly, but oh, nope, I know. This is, you know how move triggers, like this there's this thing, easing here is literally the same as the easing on move triggers, just for keyframes instead. So say like you want your thing to, you want yours to rapidly yeah, like that. See how it's a different, see how it, not the normal yeah, I think you see what I'm talking about. And hey, I just realized you can have each keyframe have a different, yes, oh, that's cool. I didn't even realize that, but that's cool. So yeah, you can do that as well. But yeah, anyways, I'm now just set them back to none for each of them. But yeah, none. So if we go there and do that, that's an easy way to just do that. Yeah. So, next thing, you might have noticed this right here. Spawn GID. GID stands for group ID. Spawn GID spawns a certain group ID. Spawns and or activates a specific group ID of your choice. So yeah. Okay, so for example, here I set it so at the start, this toggle trigger deactivates group 3, and then this activates group 3. So if we save and play, so you can see that was a coin there. Then when it does the it should. Okay, it just maybe I need to add a spawn delay. I don't know how spawn delay works. Okay, it's meant to. I tried to give an example. Maybe instead of the coin being grouped, maybe actually, yeah, I have an idea. That might actually get it to show it. Just give me a second. Okay, I think I figured out why it wasn't working before. It was because I didn't. It's because you need to have something set to cut. It seems to just be that there has to be there has to be it has to be something with that spawn activated, spawn triggered. Finally, now it should work. Okay, I don't know exactly how this is meant to work, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Anyways, next, X360. So basically, say we go here, set X360 to 1. What that'll do, see, it makes it turn, do a full 360 degrees turn. And whatever number you set this to is how many 360s it'll do. And to end off the video, because I don't want this to be too long. Duration here is how long it takes for the animation to go from a node to another node. So if you set it, yeah. So how long you set it, so like it'll take that amount of seconds, I guess, to go from this node to the other node. So yeah, there you go. See you later, everybody.